So this is another impromptu, like improvisation, whatever, live stream. I actually decided that I wanted to film something today, and because I have to film something, I will put on makeup on my face. And I have been getting the question if I would do a live stream of doing my makeup. So here I am. I'm going to do my makeup on camera today, which is something totally new for me because usually I don't. This is the mirror that I'm using, which is like in front of me and really dusty apparently. Whoops. Um, Good light. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Infinity. I'm not sure how to pronounce the other part, but hi. The lighting is apparently very good. It's actually just natural lighting. So it's the lighting coming from the large window, which is behind you guys. So if we're fortunate enough, the light will be as good throughout the entire video. If not, well, then we'll find a solution and I will put on the lights, etc. For those of you new to my channel, my name is Kathy or Orphea333 online. I am a alternative YouTuber, Goth YouTuber, whatever you want to call it. And today I'm going to be filming my May music favorites and my new releases for May, so the new music that has been coming out. Hi, LNO, and thank you. I have no makeup on right now. So yeah, thank you, Cindy, for coming. I always write to Cindy like, I'm going live, help. I'm never used to going live and I'm always kind of awkward. So it's nice to have Cindy and you guys, all of you guys around when I film. So this is what we're gonna start with. It's like, yeah, this is barefaced me. This is what I look like on a day-to-day basis when I go to work as well. Not the clothing, obviously, but like my face looks like this on a daily basis. Okay. My computer is acting up, so if something happens during the live stream and I just vanish, I will try and get back online. But there's something wrong with the security software, I think. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stay online the entire time. I'm gonna try at least. I see a lot more people popping up. So hi, Ona, hello. Ona lives super close to me, at least if she still lives where she used to live. Shika Pantera, hello. I know almost everyone in the comment section today. This is awesome. So Cindy says, I like your face. Either way. Thank you, Cindy. So this is me. Normally, I do wear glasses, which I'm gonna take off when I start doing makeup. But you guys are gonna help me today unpick what I'm gonna do with my makeup, since this is a live stream and I want to kind of interact with you guys. I have all of my makeup that I currently use on my desk. So I'm always starting recently with my eyes. So I always start with a neutral base and then I go and add colors. So if you guys have any color suggestions, or if you want me to do all mattes or all glitters or something else, you can let me know. I'm gonna start doing the base of my eye makeup already. So I'm gonna take off my glasses. Whee! I'm not gonna wear lenses today, since the video I'm gonna film is just a really casual sit-down video. I don't really need lenses to be able to look further away, etc. If you hear cute noises, my cat is right behind you guys, and she's washing herself right now. She's very, very cute. I had to wash her yesterday, so she's super fluffy. So yeah. So yeah, Ona, you still live close by. Until the end of the month. It's super exciting that you're moving to Canada, by the way. So 3 months in Canada is going to be awesome. So I see gold, shimmery, rusty tones, a red base, and matte. Chica Pantera always prefers matte shades. Okay. We can do both gold and red. I forgot to take a drink. Would you guys mind if I quickly go fill up my water glass? I'm gonna quickly do so, because otherwise I will have to go halfway through the video. So I will be right back. In the meantime, if you have other suggestions for colors or anything you want me to use, let me know. I'm gonna be doing at least 2 eyeshadow colors, and then I will be doing liner either way, and then the lip color can also be anything you like. But I'm quickly gonna go run and fill up my water. So I'm not sure if you heard the anime noises. Yes, it's too hot. It's about 25 degrees here in Mainz today, which is like way too much for me. And Ona says, new Killstar dress. Yes. Killstar has these like insane sales going on from time to time. And I was able to buy this dress for like 35-ish euros with shipping included. So yeah, I just bought it. I'm really happy with it because it's like a very soft and breathable fabric. So it's ideal for summer, but it's still long enough. So I feel comfortable in this dress. Anyhow, let's grab the makeup brushes. So just so you guys have an idea what we're working with today, these are all Notoriously Morbid eyeshadows that I have. So yeah, I have a problem and it's only getting worse since I'm an affiliate for them. I tend to just buy their stuff and it's really good quality. So yeah. And then this big thing is like my lipsticks, face stuff, bases, primers, shit. So we're gonna start the way I always start doing my makeup. I use my Urban Decay primer potion. This is a regular one, but it's like the travel size. And I'm just gonna apply that to my lids and blend it out with my fingers. It's what I always do. And I go underneath my eyes as well because I always apply eyeshadow underneath my eyes as well. So I'd rather just put a sticky base on there for it to stick to. And then I'm going to use my neutral shade, which is So Goes My Nation by Notoriously Morbid. And for me personally, it's like the perfect base to start. And I see that Cindy also likes the dress a lot. And she's also asking me something about Kat Von D. So for those of you who haven't been following the shitstorm that has, yeah, everyone is starting to bash her. So basically, for those of you who don't follow Kat Von D, she posted, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday, that she's not gonna vaccine, whatever, her kid. So she's currently pregnant and she doesn't want it to have vaccines done to the kid, which I have strong opinions about, but I don't always put my opinions out there. So I'm going to try and do my makeup at the same time that I'm talking, which is going to be extremely distracting for me, but we're going to try anyways. So yeah, I'm very happy for vaccines. Why? Because it has prevented like mass diseases over the past couple of years. And I think that to prevent those diseases from happening, you should vaccinate or have the vaccine done to your kid. So I am not happy about the way she thinks about it, but there's like nothing really you can do about it because she has made up her mind. She's a very strong personality and she's not going to agree with what we say to her, I think. I'm pretty sure she's not going to change her mind because people on the internet are going to bash her about it. I have a lot of her makeup and I still use it. But honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to. I mean, I like the products, but I don't like the person associated with the products. And that's also the reason why I don't buy Jeffree Star makeup, because I don't like Jeffree Star as a person. I'm not saying his makeup products are bad. I just don't like the image that the makeup brand has, if that makes sense. And if Kat Von D continues the way she is doing, I'm very much afraid that that will be going down the same route. So the products that I already own, I'm of course going to continue using because I'm very much against wasting makeup. So I won't just throw away the things I have, like some people are threatening to do, are going to do. But yeah, I'm not sure what do you think about this entire situation. I mean, I never want to have kids, so I don't have to worry about vaccinating my kids. But I think I would. If I were to someday have kids, I would vaccinate them. Like, for me, it's like a logical and a normal option because here in Belgium, I think you have to. I think it's required by law that you vaccinate your kids. Anyhow, next step of my makeup is doing my eyebrows, and I always use my Sugar Pill Bulletproof eyeshadow for this. I have had this for the longest time, and I should actually be looking for a replacement, but it's not even hit pan yet, so I feel like I'm just gonna keep on using this. So I use my Real Techniques eyebrow brush, and then I'm just gonna slightly fill in my eyebrows. I'm gonna read what you're writing, Cindy, after I've done my eyebrows, so hold on a minute. And I'm not like super picky about my eyebrows because I have like still most of my natural ones. I do trim the sides and try to make the shape look a tiny bit more perfect, but like that's mostly it. The other side. And I should be cutting my fringe like next time I take a shower. Since I started cutting my fringe myself, it's been so much easier to like keep it at the length that I want it to. So I'm very happy about this. Yeah, I need to keep talking actually. Whoops. So yeah, once I've filled them in, which looks like this, it looks a bit weird right now, but it will make sense once the entire makeup is done. And next thing I'm doing is I'm taking like a tiny spoolie brush, and I'm just gonna brush through and smooth it all out, like if I missed any tiny spots, that it will look a bit better. And just to even it out. I also have a scar in this eyebrow, so I have to fill that one up a little bit more than the other one. I know my eyebrows never look exactly the same, but it's hard. So I'm gonna quickly read what you guys have been writing to me. It's mainly Cindy. So Cindy says, I find it hard to associate the person behind it and the actual product for some reason. Same with bands and band members being shitty, because you know my personal stories with some bands and its members. Okay, for me, well, it's hard because I feel like if you buy Kat Von D makeup, I mean, it is Kat Von D, it is her, it is what represents her as a person. And I think if you support everything that she stands for, go ahead. But if you don't, then I think it's a bit weird to have like all the Kat Von D products, etc. Next, Cindy is also asking if she can cut it, like my bangs. And yes, if I haven't done so by next week that you're getting here, then yes, you can cut them. But I'm pretty sure when I take my shower on Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna cut them because they're like reaching my eyebrows again, and I hate when that happens. She also says S in exchange for the dreads. So I'm gonna be installing her synthetic dreads again. So maybe we'll see. We'll see how much time we have left because like installing dreads takes a very long time. Anyhow, let's get back to the makeup. So this entire box is filled with Notoriously Morbid shades, and then I have 2 or 3 or 4 or I have a few others in here as well. So I'm quickly gonna check which colors these are. This is a purple, a green, and a gray. And I'm looking for a gold and a red. So I'm just quickly gonna go through all of my shades. Okay, so I found the red one. Another red one. Like I have so much makeup, it's insane. Another red one. Like red is not gonna be the issue for this look. That's something that I've noticed in the meantime. I have like a ton of reds. So I only have one golden shade, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red shades. So the reds are not going to be a problem. So what I was thinking on doing is use the gold on my lid and maybe have the red on no, the gold on my lid and the red blended out, so like outer crease, etc. So if that's cool for you guys, let me know. What I can also do is a red on the lid and then gold blended out, that I can also do. But for the red shades, I'm gonna quickly have to check once I've put everything back into its case. Oops, get back in there. So I have this red shade, which is, I believe, well, it's a kind of pinkish red. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera because, well, it's a webcam. It's a pinkish red, and I think this is a matte color. Chica Pantera says it can be nice to have the red blended out on the outside. Okay. Then this one is called Coven Muffin. This one is a gorgeous red with a lot of shimmer in it. Cindy also says gold as center because makes it pop. This is a brownish red. I'm gonna put this aside. This is way too dark for this look. So we're gonna go with gold on the lid and then red blended out. This is my neutral shade. Which reds do I still have? I have a extremely shimmery red, which is called, I'm gonna have to check, Sanctuary, and this is one of these semi-loose eyeshadows. If you're looking for a shimmery red, take this. It's awesome, and it blends out perfectly. But I think for today's sake of the video, I'm gonna use Coven Muffin as the red one, and then the other one, the golden one I have, is called I Need the Humans. This was a limited one, but I think Notoriously Morbid has multiple golden ones on their website, so if you're ever looking for a golden shade, go onto their website and have a look. They also released like the limited edition Led Zeppelin thingy, and that was also with a golden shade. So where are my brushes? Here. So what I like to do, if I'm gonna do a really poppy shade onto my lid, I'm gonna do that last. So what I'm gonna do now is start working on the red and blending it out, and I'm just gonna take one of my smaller eyeshadow brushes for this. And the trick with loose eyeshadows is to only take a teeny tiny bit on your brush and tap the excess off. I always like to tap the excess off in the lid so I can go back into the lid to pick up more color instead of going into the pot and always taking too much. So we're gonna try and make this work. So yeah, if you have anything you would like me to talk about, then just ask. I'm not gonna talk too much about Kat Von D anymore because I don't feel that I'm in a place that I should be talking about her. Because I don't know her personally. I don't know the reasoning behind it. Maybe she's thought about it for a very long time, why she does not want to vaccinate her kid. I'm not sure, but like I would personally vaccinate my kid. And then Ona asks, any travel plans this year? So yes, actually, I'm going to a few festivals which are not in Belgium, so I'm technically traveling for them. The first one I'm doing is the Amphi Festival, which is in Köln, so it's like in Germany. It's not very far, and I'm aware it's not very far, but for me, it's traveling. And then also, not next weekend, not next weekend, so not the weekend of the 16th, but the weekend after of the 22nd, I believe it is. I will be at Historia Mundi, which is at the other side of Belgium, so it's kind of traveling as well. It's kind of a historical fair where all sorts of historical time periods are represented, and we will be there with our Vietnam camp as well. So yeah, we're driving there. I hope my new car gets here on time because otherwise we will have to get like a rental car for that weekend. And I would just much rather have my own car to worry about than a rental car because like rental cars, you have to return them, etc. And I'm just I'm just very stressed out about driving not my own car. And I'm also already kind of gonna drag this along my lower lash line. I always do this to connect the basic shapes of my makeup because I think it looks better. Okay. So this is not picking up as much red as I want it to. So I'm gonna use this Catrice Prime and Fine spray, and it's basically a priming or a finishing spray all in one. This actually works really well if you're working with loose eyeshadows. I'm gonna be using another product to put the gold shade and to really make it pop onto my eyes afterwards, but I don't want that much intensiveness of this shade, so I'm just gonna use this first. Refreshing mist on my face, and normally this will be much better immediately. Yes, it is. There we go, a lot better. So this actually helps eyeshadows stick better to your face, or other makeup products stick better to your face. I really like using primers and stuff, because I do see that it actually makes a big difference, and that's what they're for. So let's read a few more comments. Shika Pantera says, I wanted to go to Mira Luna, but it's too expensive. Yes, I agree that recently festivals have become like insanely expensive. I used to always go to the Graspop metal meeting, which is like a metal festival here in Belgium. But this year, I think the combi tickets were 300 euros. Like, what? Are you insane? Like, how do you want people to afford going to your festival? I mean, whew. If you realize that the Amphi Festival was like 80 something ish euros, I think that's manageable. That's something that I can easily pay, but then you have to also go there, etc. So it's not just the ticket that you have to buy, and that's what some festivals kind of miss the point of, I think, even if they include like the camping site, which is like very basic to me. And then Cindy says, I bought the same one a while ago, the setting spray. Oh, so yeah, this thing. This is really good. It's by Catrice Cosmetics, and I think it's about like 5 euros. It's not expensive, and it's really good. Ona says 245 euros for the XL combi ticket. Not looking forward to it, but spending your time with Corey makes it more fun. Yes. Yeah, Grasspop has become like insanely expensive. It's ridiculous. And then Cindy says, guys, cat, I also want to get into doing makeup on my channel, aside from the ones we're planning, but don't know which ones to go for. Recommendations. I'm trying to read, but it's like very distracting. So yeah, Cindy, if you want to do makeup tutorials, I would go with your like, you sometimes do those like really basic everyday looks that you can smash on your face in 15 minutes. I would do that definitely. And you also have this really cute like elven look with all the dots that you do around your eyes. I really like that. So if you would do tutorials on those, I think those would be very much fun and very much appreciated. The next thing I'm trying to read is by Shika Pantera. I'm making my e-shop, so I don't have much money, and 60 euros a day is too much for me. Yes, I definitely agree that like it's expensive. Like I save up for all of the festivals I do, and I plan already this year for what I'm doing next year, so I would have enough money to buy the tickets when they go like on the least expensive pre-sale. Anyhow. Martin the Outcast, hi, I found you thanks to Mrs. Hobbit up there. So hello, welcome. I'm Kathy, I'm Orphea333 Online. Welcome to my live stream. I'm doing my makeup and I'm really behind schedule. But apart from that, hi and welcome. I hope you enjoy my channel as well. This is not the way I usually look like. I am work in progress right now. So yeah, hello. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, so right now, breathe. In my makeup tutorials, I can just like edit and do, but like right now it's live, so stressful. And the Garnet says hi as well. So hi, she's one of the fellow Notoriously Morbid addicts. So hi, welcome. I'm doing this makeup look today. I'm already using Coven Muffin on my eyes, and right now I'm gonna start using I Need the Humans, a golden shade as well. And what I'm gonna do to apply I Need the Humans and have it be like super like poppy is I'm gonna use my Notoriously Morbid, what's it called? Shadow Bind. I always think it's called Shadow Insurance, but it's Shadow Bind. And this is like magic when you do these types of things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply a tiny bit on my hand, and then I'm gonna like tap that with my finger. Hold on, I didn't get enough. So I'm just gonna tap it with my finger, and I'm actually waiting on a brand new product to try out. It's called Epoxy Tonic something something. So yeah, that would be awesome to also try and use in one of my future videos. Anyhow, I'm gonna use this before it dries up. So basically what you do is you tap it with your finger onto your lid, onto where you want the shade to be. And I always try and do the two eyes at the same time to get it as even as possible. But if needed, I can go back again afterwards. And now I'm looking into the brush that I wanted to use, but it's dirty. So I got a clean brush and I'm taking the pigments. And then it's all about just patting it on. And I think you guys will be able to see this very well as well, because, well, it just makes the eyeshadow go like pop onto your eye. And it really makes it stick and helps all the shimmers come out. Quickly do the other side as well. And the thing is that you don't have time to wait too long for it to dry, because when it dries, it becomes less effective at sticking the product to it. So there we go. I think this is my gold. Done. Ta-da! Like, this was fast. And now it looks totally different and absolutely 100,000 times better than it used to. So this is like two eyeshadow, well, three technically. So my base eyeshadow, then the red that we use around it, and I just applied the gold. So what I'm now gonna do is apply a tiny bit more red around the edges and just blending it out so that it creates like a whole look. And I will also be applying some gold underneath my eyes afterwards, just to make it one whole look. And I'm really trying my best to like get both sides the same. I'm not sure what just happened on my computer, but my chat is back. My chat was gone. So Phoenix couldn't stay good last night. YouTube acted up for some reason. And so I think Cindy's talking about something completely different than my live stream, which is okay. Go ahead. And Andy also says, excited for Poxy Tonic. Yes, me too. I want to try it so bad because I think it's going to be so good. So yeah, the gold is now popping, the red is now done. And what I mostly do at this time, because my eyeshadows are basically done, in my opinion, is I'm gonna take my eyeliner. And I have a few different ones. So you guys can choose, but you have to be fast. Do we want a matte one or a glossy one? So go. And right now I'm trying to find my eye pencil. The first comment we get is by Chica Pantera, and it is matte. And because she commented first, I'm gonna go for a matte one. I used to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner a lot, but recently I have bought something new. Well, not new, but like new to me. It is the NYX Liquid Liner in matte, and it's black, of course, because, well, black is my thing. So yeah, I'm gonna use this today. And the first thing I always do before I start actually doing my wing eyeliner is I use one of my kohl pencils. So this one is Black Bean, also by NYX. It's a jumbo pencil, but for some reason I like using it on my eyes for my waterline as well. So let's do that first. And this like immediately defines my eye so much more. Like, it's funny if you see the difference between the two eyes. And do it on the other side as well, of course. So there we go. I've tight lined my eyes. And I see there's another comment that I haven't read yet. It is by Martin the Outcast. Both you and Cindy's videos are amazing. Keep up the good content. Thank you very much. I'm trying my best to keep my channel as entertaining and as fun as I can for everyone. I'm quickly shaking this thing. It makes a bit of noise. I always shake my eyeliners before I use them just to avoid getting like liquidy spots and clumps, etc. I'm also going to turn on this light. I'm not sure if you can see a lot of this, but I need it because otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm quickly going to try and apply my eyeliner. I'm going to be really focusing for this. I'm not going to be talking, but like leave me something to read afterwards. So I always start from the inside and like in tiny steps go to the outside. So there, that's like the eye already done. And I'm just gonna try and wing my winged eyeliner. So what I like to do is I go like from my lower lash line and I just drag it outward. So I get like the start of my eyeliner and then I will continue from the top lash, connect that little triangle so you get like this shape, and then I will just pull that out further onto the shape that I've already created. And it's really tricky because both of my eyes are very different. One is more hooded than the other one, so let's try and get this even. So this is one wing done. Yay! And now the other side, but I'm quickly gonna read what you guys have been writing. So Cindy says, Phoenix next week, or Fia and I gonna meet up, hang out, collab. Yes, we're gonna collab. It's gonna be fun. Yes, thank you also, Phoenix, for all the love. It's really, I appreciate every single one of you watching my videos, commenting, etc. I really, really, really appreciate it. And then I'm gonna try and clean off my brush. Martin also says, I love your collabs. You're very welcome. How you guys' week been going? My week has been extremely busy, especially at work, because like it's very, very like I'm in the export department of my company, and it's crazy busy right now because the summer season is starting. There's holidays, there's companies closing, so everyone wants to get their products before the summer break. So right now it's crazy. I'm quickly gonna do my second eye. I see that Andy is sending love. I'm sending you love too, Andy. I'm trying to create a new look to post in the affiliates or in the Notoriously Morbid Crypt tonight or tomorrow if I forget to post it tonight. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do my other eye before my eyeliner dries out. So my biggest tip to applying eyeliner is just doing small strokes at a time, and just connecting the strokes. I never do it like in one go. I never do that. Like it would be impossible. Let's see how this goes. There's new people. Hi, new people. I'm gonna read whatever you're writing in a moment when I've finished my other eyeliner. So I'm connecting the top and the bottom again to create the triangle shape. And then so as you can see, I just connected top and bottom, and then I'm just gonna pull that outwards and try and match it to what I've already done. on the other side if I can. Hopefully. And this dries pretty quickly, or the brush doesn't get loaded with too much product, which is actually good for me because I like using like the end of the product to kind of make like a guideline and then afterwards go over it again. I'm just gonna try and get it even in one go. I think this is pretty even, pretty much. I'm gonna try and fix this bit. Like getting the eyeliner even is always the hardest thing ever. So does that look kind of even to you guys? Kind of, more or less. I'm gonna be adding huge eyelashes anyways afterwards, so we won't be able to tell too much, but like I still want it to be kind of even. I think I have to elongate this one bit. That's better. And I'm also gonna do like the inner wing or whatever you call the inner part. So I'm gonna quickly try and do that. So like one side always goes a lot better than the other, which is like typical. So I think this is more or less where I'm gonna end my eyeliner endeavors and go back in with some eyeshadow on my lower lash line to just create a entire look kind of feel. I'm not gonna be using my shadow base for this. I'm just gonna go underneath with like first the gold one and then with the red one. So let's read what you're all doing in the comments. So Andy says she's gonna grab food. Looking forward to seeing the pictures. Yes, I will definitely be taking pictures afterwards. Then we have Norma Rivera. Hi, welcome. That says I'm going to a Goth event this month, and next month I'll be going to a convention. Awesome. And she's sending us love. I'm sending you love back to all of you. Thank you for sticking around with me doing my makeup. You guys picked the gold and red combination, which is honestly one of my favorite combinations as well. So I'm super stoked about that. Cindy says that her week was quite exhausting and emotionally draining because of job interviews. They stress her out a lot. They stress me out a lot too. So I'm very fortunate to have like a fixed position at my job, even though my job is stressful as well at times. Um, then Ona also says that her week was chill, not working anymore, so lots of time to prepare for her trip. Got my passport and applied for travel visas, and she's sending Cindy love as well. So yeah, travel visas are like kind of hard to get, I think. I'm not sure actually. But like when I used to have to apply for visas at my previous job, it was not too hard, except that you like had to put everything together for the embassy and just pray that they would accept it, basically. Which is like typical Belgium. Like you never know if you're gonna pass or not. So I've just applied a tiny bit of the shadow bind onto my hand and dipped the tip of my brush into it just to intensify the gold a teeny tiny bit more. Because when I use gold, I want it to pop. Slightly going in that inner eye corner as well. Should have waited with that inner eyeliner, but I did it anyway, so yay. Now I'm going to do pretty much the same with the red color and blend these into each other. I'm just going to try and take a tiny bit more of the shadow bind. Oops. So yeah, this is basically what I do every time I do makeup. And because I find that the red on top of my eye, the Coven Muffin, is not popping enough, I'm just taking a tiny bit of shadow bind and Coven Muffin. I'm just gonna pat it on a wee bit more just to get like the opacity and the shimmer of Coven Muffin out as much as I can. So Cindy's saying that the job interviews are gonna be worth it afterwards. Yes, but like finding a job here in Belgium can be very, very hard. Ona says, oh, she applied for her visa for the US online. Yeah, I think that's indeed the easiest way and maybe the best way as well here in Belgium to apply for your visa. Then we have a new person. Hello. Hello to Abigail Sharples. I know your name from my other videos and from my Instagram. So hello, welcome to my live stream. I'm doing my makeup. As you can see, I'm preparing to film another video tonight. And I thought it would be fun to do a live stream of me doing my makeup, which is what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna take another fluffier brush and just take a tiny bit of Coven Muffin again to just blend it out, smooth it out just a little bit, just to help these shades. I usually don't do this much, but like today I wanted it to look extremely good because it's a look that you guys have picked with me. So there we go. Trying to make it all cohesive and work, etc. But like I tend to be extremely critical of my makeup looks when I do them, so I'm not always as happy with the results as I maybe should be or maybe could be, but like whatever, it's makeup, it's about having fun. Abigail asks, how are you? I'm doing pretty fine. It's very hot here in Belgium, so I'm constantly like exhausted from the heat. But otherwise, I've been doing very well. I've been celebrating my 4 years on YouTube last week. Next week, I'm hanging out with one of my best friends, Cindy, which is also here in the comment section. So there's gonna be a lot of fun. Next comment is by Chica Pantera. Where do you buy your packaging supplies for your Etsy store? Well, it depends. I buy my envelopes from one of like my local packing companies. I'm not sure what they're called. I could take out the box and look if I can see the name of the company, but it's basic white padded envelopes that fit through the letterbox, because most of the things that I sell on my Etsy fit through the letterbox. And then the organza bags that I put them in also come from a craft supply store, which is called Sayilla, and I buy most of the supplies that I use for my jewelry on Sayilla. So that's where I get them from. So yeah. But like if you're talking about envelopes, I just went, I think it was on Google search, like envelopes and then the size of the envelopes that I want, which was A5 or A6 or even smaller. And then I looked like local companies here in my region who sold them. And I got a big box. I think I got 100 or 200 at a time because I do sell a lot of orders in 1 year. So I get my supply for more or less 1 year with that one order. So now that we're done with the liner and the eyeshadows, I'm gonna start applying false lashes, which I personally love to wear. And I do reuse my false lashes. I reuse them until they really fall apart. So what I do is I just peel off the old glue and then I apply new glue and wear them again. I'm gonna quickly read. So Norma Rivera says, congrats, thank you very much. It was a really big surprise to me. Like I was looking up on my YouTube channel when my channelversary would be because my friend asked me and I wasn't sure. So I asked like, hold on, I'm gonna look it up. And when I looked it up, I saw it was like a month away from my 4 years on YouTube, which was like a really big surprise to me as well. It doesn't feel like 4 years. It feels like maybe 1 or 2 years that I've been on YouTube, but it's been 4 years. Like I've graduated, I found myself a house, I got a fixed job, so a permanent job, etc. So a lot of things have changed for me, and I hope that my channel is still interesting for everyone because I'm no longer a student and I do realize that, but I do want to reach like every single person out there who's interested in being alternative and what the alternative subculture can be like music wise, fashion wise, etc. So yeah, it was a really nice surprise for me to see that I was like almost 4 years on YouTube. So I'm applying the lash glue, and what I then do is I let it dry, and I use one of those like torture devices to curl my lashes just a teeny tiny bit because it helps with the lashes to stick. So I'm just quickly doing this. Whoop. And like every single guy you show this thinks this is a torture device, but like it's just a lash curler. It's fine. I'm gonna quickly try and read. Chica Pantera says, okay, there's nothing interesting to buy for the packaging, so I must buy online. Well, my packaging for my Etsy orders are just basic white envelopes. I don't think it's necessary to have like really fancy envelopes or anything. As long as the product arrives in its perfect condition to the customer, I think that's most important, and not what it arrives in. I just try and put it in little pretty organza bags so that you can keep it in those or just have it arrive as like a gift kind of. I don't use like plastic sealable bags. I like to use like those organza bags that exist. So yeah, next week is gonna be lots of fun with Cindy. She's confirming. Then Abigail and Cindy are talking. And Ona says that she wants to see Cindy again as well. It's been too long. Yes, like since there's no more like gothic picnics or anything going on, it's really hard to meet up with like online friends or like goth friends here in Belgium because there is nothing. Anyhow, I'm gonna try and glue on my eyelashes. So I just put them on where I think they need to go, and most of the time I have like my tweezers ready. This time I didn't. And then I take my tweezers and I just like try and put them into place, which is a bit hard today for some reason. Damn it. Yes, okay. So it's more or less on the way I want it. And then I will just press the lash base with the end of my tweezers to kind of put them in place. So difference, lashes, no lashes. Like, it's massive. And I love this difference. And I always try to kind of push them up a teeny tiny bit so it stays better. Um, You're leaving. Abigail is asking where Cindy is going next week. She's coming to my place to do a collab with me, and I'm also gonna braid in her dreadlocks, her synthetic dreads. So now onto the other eye. Just gonna try and place them the way I want, and then fix it with tweezers. And I hate doing lashes, or I hated doing lashes at first. But now that I've kind of like know what I need to do to get them to stick to where I want to, the way I want them to, and where I want them to, it's gotten a lot better. So I'm again just gently pressing the base onto my eyelid and popping them up slightly. And I always do my fake lashes before my mascara so I can kind of blend them in together a bit more. But this is the way it looks with the lashes. They're still drying. I'm gonna try and get them to stick the best possible way. Oops. And the one spot that I really hate about false lashes is like the inner eye, because they always tend to come undone. Quickly reading the comment section again. So Cindy is almost every day at home, so to meet up with Ona, I guess. Yeah, so Cindy and I are meeting up next weekend on Saturday. We really looking forward to it. It's been too long. Like, it's really been too long. Anyhow, we've been here for almost an hour, so I'm gonna like try and complete this look with you guys. Next thing I'm doing is mascara, and I got a new one today by Essence. It is the Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Mascara. I always use waterproof ones, so you will never see me use a non-waterproof mascara again, since I get teary eyes sometimes in summer especially, or yeah, my eyes just water up every now and then. So I'm gonna be applying my mascara. I start with my top lashes, and I just go over them really gently, not to have mascara onto the fake lashes too much. And I especially focus on those few lashes like right in the inner eye corner where there's no actual fake lash over them. And then I also go onto my lower lash line to define that. And then the other side, of course. So there we go. That's my eyes all done. So I'm gonna clean up my eyeshadows, or at least put them aside should I need them again on a later point in the video or like in the live stream. So the next thing I do once I've finished my eyes is start with my face, which is looking pretty good in this lighting actually, but like in real life it doesn't look this good. Oops. What I like to do since my eyes are done is I'm using this prime and fine, so it's both a fixing and prep spray in one. So I like to use this now onto my entire face and then start doing my foundation, and it also helps to set the eyes. So I'm quickly spraying this, and I'm also gonna open my fringe, which looks absolutely terrible, but like, hold on. There we go. And I keep my eyes closed, or kind of closed for this. So yeah. Whew. As Ellie's saying that it's been months since we met up because of bus strikes. Like last time I was near her to get my tattoo finished. She wasn't able to get there because there were bus strikes, unfortunately. But like, I just ask you to come over when you can. Like, it's not a problem to me. Trying to find my brushes. Here they are. So for foundation, I am using the Kat Von D foundation in the shades Light 41 Neutral and Light 45 Neutral. Now the 41 Neutral is the one that I ordered online, which I was thinking would be my match, but it wasn't. And I just see that I messed up my makeup, so I have like a black dot there. I'm going to use this to get rid of it. Damn it. I also have like these magic cotton swabs, which are like pointed on one side. It's ideal to get rid of like makeup boo-boos. Anyhow, so let's continue with the foundation. So I always like to like spread it with the end of my foundation thing because I mix my foundation with this. And then I apply a tiny bit more, and I'm gonna start here. And this is the Kat Von D foundation brush, which I really enjoy to apply my makeup. I used to use a beauty blender and a Real Techniques beauty sponge, or whatever they're called. I did like them, but then I started using this brush and I like it way more. So I'm using this brush now. And if you work with loose eyeshadows, this is perfect because if there's any like fallout, you can clean it off afterwards. And I'm gonna try and do this. Oh, I see that there's new comments. I'm gonna finish this under eye, and then I'm gonna read them. So that brush is heaven. Yes, this brush is absolute heaven to do makeup with. Cindy says, I waited almost an hour for my bus to show up. Well, if 6 an hour usually. Yeah, like the bus strikes that day were terrible. Like there was not even a bus in like the center of the city. So I understand that you didn't get there. And it's no problem. Like I had like Miko torturing my arm, so no problem. Martin asks, what age did you become goth? Um, that's a difficult question because, well, for a very long time, I didn't know what goth was. Like, I knew that there was something like being alternative, and I was very much into alternative things starting age 13, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so when I knew what goth was, I was 16, I think, 15 or 16. But beforehand, I just thought that it was like metal and being alternative. So I was very much into metal music. But I only discovered goth after going to my very first like metal festival, which was the Graspop Metal Meeting, the extremely expensive one here in Belgium. It used to not be as expensive. So I used to go to Graspop. I found people there that were alternative, that were goth, which I know now, but I didn't know back then. And it's them who introduced me to a website called Vampire Freaks and to music that wasn't metal, but also alternative, like electronic alternative music. Oh, yeah, and some people might be wondering, um, I always apply a tiny bit, like the rest of my foundation onto my eye ears, because otherwise you have like this really pale face and like really red or other colored ears. So that's the reason why I will be applying a tiny bit of foundation into my ears most of the time when I do makeup, but it's like at the very end when I barely have anything left. So right now I'm cleaning it off my hand with like a makeup wipe. Not that there's much left. And my next step before I start doing my contour and highlight, etc., is setting my face, and I use the D-End finishing powder by Notoriously Morbid, which is absolutely amazing because it has no flashback like some of my other powders have had in the past. And I will just focus the first batch of powder underneath my eyes, and then I will just go all over my face with the powder brush. And this is just to like set my face. And if you don't use enough, then you just take, if you didn't pour out enough, you just pour out a little bit more. But like a little goes a long way with this product. I see that Martin is also asking, what are some of your favorite bands? Well, I listen to a lot of music. So I listen to both metal and electronic music. My all-time favorite, um, yeah, it's both like electronic and metal music, which he makes is Rob Zombie. I love Rob Zombie and his music. I think it's absolutely amazing. One of my other favorite bands that is both metal and electronic is Dead Stars. So right now I'm quickly gonna fix my fringe because I hate not having a fringe. There, much better. Well, not much better, but like better. Like it's all crooked right now. I'm not sure what happens, but like when I washed my hair, it didn't fall the way it should have. But like whatever, we're gonna fix it afterwards. What are other of my favorite bands? I really love the Birthday Massacre, Suicide Commando, uh, Grendel, God Module. What do I otherwise listen to? Iria. Aesthetic Perfection is one of my favorite electronic bands. Nightclub has recently become one of the bands that I listen to constantly. They're also an electronic band. Um, that's basically some of my favorite bands that I listen to right now. So we're almost there, guys. Like I'm gonna do contour and highlight, and then it's up to the lip shade. So I want you guys to let me know what lip shade I should match with this look while I'm preparing my contour and highlight. So if you have any color suggestions to match with this eye look on my lips, then let me know. And for contour, I'm using my Necromancy contour by Notoriously Morbid. And if you have seen my contour and highlight video, you will know what shade this is and how much I love it. So I'm just using it in the hollow parts of my cheeks, blend it out, and also go like slightly at the edge of my face, just because I like when it's like sharp on that edge. Just blending this out. And when there's a tiny bit left on my brush, I just go at the edges of my nose as well, just to kind of define it, because my nose is not straight at all. So I like using this method to kind of define my nose a little bit. And I don't think this is enough contour, so I'm quickly gonna grab a bit more. And my chat box is gone. I can no longer see your guys' messages for some reason. I'm gonna finish my contour and then I'm gonna see why I can't see your messages anymore. Oops. That side down. Okay, a bit more here still. Whoops. So yeah, I have no clue what I'm gonna do for my lips unless you suggest me something, or if it's not possible to suggest anything. Okay, so I have been... Okay, Chica Pantera. I always struggle with choosing lip color, so I choose black, but I don't know for this look. Okay, and Martin says, I love Rap Zombie, Birthday Massacre, haven't heard of any of the others though. If you go to Spotify, and if you, I think my profile's open, it's also Orphea333, and then you can maybe find my EBM electro playlist, and it's basically all like alternative goth music. And I'm dropping my brushes, yay! So the highlight I'm using today is Osteomancy. This is one of my favorite highlights by Notoriously Morbid, and I always use it like on the high points of my cheeks. And then I also go a tiny bit on my nose, especially focusing on the point of my nose. And then I always take a tiny bit and just put it here, like on the Cupid's bow, I think it's called. So I try and apply it there. Okay, so the only suggestion for lips I've gotten so far is black, but I feel like black would be a bit too hard and like take the attention away from the eyes. Um, hmm. So I have this new color by Notoriously Morbid. Well, to me, it's new at least. It's called Mother Waterhouse, and it's a really nice sparkly red. Like, if one of you likes this, I'm gonna apply this today. Otherwise, I also have a very nice nude color by Notoriously Morbid. This one is called Vault, and it's kind of like a deadish color. I have a bunch of other reds as well. So I have these ones. So one of them is called Black Winged Roses, which is like a rosy pink, like dusty pinkish red. Then I also have this one, which is called Druides, which is a darker toned red with lots of shimmer. The other one also has shimmer. Then I also have Beast Inside, which is a pink-based red, also with shimmer. And then I have also Bloody Kisses, which is a matte red. So it's going to be one of these four, but I think Ona is already commenting sparkly red, and Martin is also saying he loves the first one. So I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with this one. And what I like to do if I'm using a lip color that is really bright is I like to outline my lips with a lip pencil. I know this is not going to be an exact match for the color, but it will still help with the outline. So I'm just going to quickly outline my lips with this pencil. This one is Night Mode by MAC, I believe. And when I don't outline, the color fades a lot faster. So that's the reason I'm outlining. And this looks really weird when I look right now. So there we go. That's the outline, and then kind of blend it inwards. Cindy's saying aesthetic perfection, same basically, apart from me listening to punk and emo with shiz. Yes. So yeah, Cindy and I, we listen to kind of the same bands, which is really nice. And Cindy's saying top lips full. Cindy, you're too late. This is gonna be a red one. And I'm gonna be using Mother Waterhouse for this. And I actually haven't used this shade ever since I got it, but it seems really pretty. And it works perfectly with the lip liner that we've used. Apparently, it's a very close combination. And if I make any mistakes, I always try to correct them, but it's not like always possible. And talking while doing lipstick is really hard. So this looks pretty good to me. I think I'm gonna let it dry and then fix some minor issues I might have with it. But yeah, this is basically gonna be my makeup look to film in a few minutes when I've stopped this live stream. So yeah, thank you all so much for helping me pick my eyeshadows and then my lip color as well. Whew, burp. That's usually Cindy. Like Cindy burps a lot more than I do. Whew, sudden burps. So yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I see that Chica Pantera is agreeing. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I really like the color combinations that you guys have suggested me to choose. So I'm gonna keep this on my face. I'm gonna maybe eat a tiny something because I'm really hungry right now. It's almost 8 in the evening here in Belgium, so I'm gonna eat something, set up for filming my May music favorites and new releases that will maybe be up this Friday or otherwise next Friday on my channel, depending how editing goes. I have another video that I'm working on, so we'll see what I get edited first. So nonetheless, I had a lot of fun doing this live with you guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section or in the live chat, or talk to me on my social media that you like this. So I might do this more often. I film every 2 weeks, more or less. It depends. Now I'm filming like every week for a few weeks because my boyfriend is awesome and he doesn't mind me filming too much. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have too. I really like the makeup look that we came up with. I'm gonna film with it. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to see all of my other videos, don't forget to subscribe. I make new videos every week. I'm gonna quickly read the last comments, which are by Martin. Have you ever heard of using the livestream app YouNow? Yes, I have used YouNow and it was full of creeps, so I'm never using that again. You can ask Cindy for details because Cindy was there as well. It was just very awkward and very creepy. I did not enjoy it so much. But here everything is linked to my YouTube channel where I have been posting on for regular basis. So I have the people that I know that support me and that watch my videos. So for me personally, it's a lot nicer being live on YouTube than on YouNow. Anyhow. Thank you all so much for watching. Sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope to see you next time. So thank you so much. Bye bye.